Alrighty, guys. I'm Morthadon, and we are back for guess what? Guess what? I bet you're never gonna guess. Soul Eater. Yes. Episode 4. Yes. Because we are now done with the introductions, which, don't get me wrong, the introductions were fantastic. I loved them. But episode 4 is really where it's at. I don't know. I have no idea if it is. But yeah, guys. So the introductions for all the characters I've done, we've been introduced to stupid hair getting in my mouth. Stop it. We've been introduced to Maka and Soul Eater, their two combination. Also Black Star and Tsubaki, right? And then the last one we were introduced to was Death the Kid, and then uh, Patty and Liz, and they're the Thompson sisters, I think, is their names, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and each character has, a bit of their own quirky personality. I'd say Black Star and Death the Kid are a bit more quirky than others, but now we know who they are, and we know roughly what their goals are. So it's gonna be, are we gonna be getting a journey to start, like what's gonna be happening in this show? I'm looking forward to learning more about the world. Are they all gonna team up? Are they all gonna be on their own? Are we just gonna like see individual stories? I have no idea, but all I know is that I am extremely excited to see what happens in this show. So let's get started, shall we? So like usual, guys, I do timer-based videos due to copyright issues, so there isn't going to be any footage of the episode on the screen. You guys need to sync with my timer that I'll put up, which will be in that corner over there. And I will do a countdown for you guys. I'm watching this on Netflix, and I'm watching in subtitled in case you want to join me, which reminded me I have to change to the original subtitles and not like the closed captioning, which I think are different. But yeah, or you can watch it in dubbed if you want. There's no audio, so you're not gonna have to worry about conflicting sounds going through your headphones or whatnot. But yeah, guys. Anyways, sorry for that long-winded intro. Let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. A sound soul dwells within a sound mind and a sound body. There'll also be a little clip up here to help you guys sync up with me. And this is new. Cool. Whoa, big dude. Ah, Maka. Rasputin. Ugh. Oh, well, bullets may not work, but that scythe just cuts you in half, bruh. Dunzo. Oh, it's like creepy. He's like crawling out of his weapon, like, yeah. uh, so he sleeps. New info. Cool. Oh my god. Hello, kitty lady that I forget the name of. Blair! Wait, her name's... Did I miss that in the first episode? Was she the Blair Witch in the first episode? What is this cat doing? Oh boy. Ooh, that was such a long pause. With a romantic comedy like this. I like how she blames him, of course. Ah, the opening. Man, I imagine for some of you guys watching who watched this show like a long time ago, this is like so nostalgic. I can just imagine like the nostalgic feeling of going through this opening again and stuff like that. It's kind of like the nostalgic feeling I get when I'm watching. I've been watching these dudes' reactions to Naruto, and they're starting from the very beginning and watching some of the early episodes again. Even though I have rewatched early Naruto several times, um, every time I see it, it's just so nostalgic because some of the episodes I still remember watching when I was, I don't know. I wasn't super young because I'm kind of old. I was like, probably early teens or something, or mid teens when I first saw it on TV, but that still feels like a long time ago for me. Alright. That damn sun always laughing at me, damn it. Piece of shit. Oh, we're in class. Oh, she's pouting. Maka chop! Hmm. Oh, crap. That guy? Wasn't he the one that helped them in the Death the Kid episode? Last episode? Or was that someone else? Ugh. Ghost stories. Oh. Oh no, it's him. And his personality's gonna change as soon as he sees Maka, isn't it? Maybe. uh, temporary, okay. But yeah, I was gonna say, he just said he wasn't gonna. Oh my god, this guy. Lowest marks, god damn it. We need we need Ida here from My Hero to question this guy's teaching practices. Oh, interesting title screen. Did it always play sound? Engage the witch hunter. Oh. Ah, Lord Death wants him. Black Star. As he's about to yell while he goes at them, I bet. Yep. That again. We saw that in the first episode too. Hmm. They have different like titles like that. I'm not sure I realized that before. Remedial class. So weird camera angle. Okay, recap that for us. 0. And then he's just laughing. Yep, that is definitely the guy from last episode. Damn. Just dead already. Oh, jeez. Oh, snap. The music in the background is so weird. It sounds like one of those recorders that, like, we all had to learn in school. At least in my school, and I think there's a lot of, like, shows that talk about it too. Like, those stupid little recorders. It sounds like they just had, like, some kids play this song on their recorders, and that's just what they're playing in the background. They're about to dig up his grave. What the heck are you doing, Soul? Probably when you lost all your souls. Or when you got too many and didn't get the witch. Oh my god, they're so ridiculous. Look at Tsubaki. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Has he got a stick? Nice. Did Soul fling himself there? Hmm. He's picking up his own grave. What? I'm pretty sure the change just fabricated behind Black Star, and then, like, in the next shot they were in front of him. I mean, it's possible he moved them while it transitioned to Lord Death. Or I missaw. Not like it matters. Alright. Yeah, I mean, he's seems like he's being manipulated by someone, so Oh, jeez. Oh, crap. Alright. Let's get ourselves a good fight in here. Looks like he's about to fire it like a gun. You're all going to die. Is Death the Kid gonna show up, or is he just not in this episode? Oh my god, of course. What? That was an interesting cut. Okay. Passionate about education. Damn. He's just swinging around that tombstone like it's nothing. Well, that's kind of cool that like the mushroom cloud was shaped like a grave, like a cross. All right. I'm sure Black Star's fine. Yep. You bouldering dope. Oh, nice. Oh, got a little bit of blood. And he threw the weapons past, so is he gonna pull them back and are they gonna do something? Or not, never mind. I misunderstood what was happening there. That's cool though. Ah. Oh, he jumped off it. Oh, that attack again. Did it make contact though? Oh, jeez. It's not pinned on her hair, is it? That wouldn't be good. Nice. What a badass. Match soul wavelengths. Hmm. Interesting. What does that do? Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that shot. Fusion! Oh, it's like the opening! There's like that shot in the opening, I think. Whoa! What the heck? It's crazy. It's like a crescent moon cut. Oh my god, she friggin' slipped. God damn it. That was so cool. It's music, jeez. Well. Alright, so they... That time they actually did it, but they're not very good at it yet. That's pretty cool that they can do that, though. He jumped, right? Oh, he went underground. Okay. Behind you! Nice, Black Star. Friggin' Pokemon using Dig. Friggin' Black Star and his rules of assassination that he always repeats but never follows perfectly anyway. That's pretty cool. Tsubaki kind of protecting all around them. Oh, Trapstar! Oh, the nostalgic in the word Trapstar for me is insane. I'll talk about it in discussion if I remember. Alright. Gonna sense the soul when it comes up. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that. Mm, there he is. Nice. Did he tie them all up? Oh no, he got Maka too. Oh, alright. Is that Death the Kid? Hmm. Huh. Dr. Frankenstein. Uh. Alright. He's in the opening too, isn't he? I think I got a brief glimpse of him before. Oh, they're already there. Oh crap. Damn. Oh, that was a badass ending. Badass ending, I will say. Mako just has like this intensity about it, right? Like I don't know why when Maka gets intense, even though it usually cuts into a goofy scene with this show, it's like I get more into it when Maka gets serious, but when Black Star gets serious, I'm just like he's a goofball. But I take Maka so much seriously when she does it, even though it's pretty much the same exact like outcome usually. Do 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 do. Mm-hmm. I'm very curious how we're already at the this guy Dr. Frankenstein. I kind of thought it might take a little longer. I had some thoughts about that. I'll talk about more in the discussion, but I guess it's possible he gets away, right? All right. Opening over. Ending over, not opening. Alrighty, guys. So that's the end of episode 4. That was cool. Finally getting into, rather than just introducing the characters, we're getting into seeing, some of the missions they go on and stuff. For the first episode, I didn't expect anything major. We got a lot of fighting, which was really awesome. I always love me some good fight scenes and stuff like that. I imagine most episodes in this show might have fights, even if they're just like, minor underlings and stuff like that. But honestly, what I was just saying during the ending was I kind of expected that Dr. Frankenstein was gonna be a bigger deal, right? Granted, I haven't seen that outcome yet, so he could be a bigger deal still. But they were talking about this like greatest Meister to come out of the academy and stuff like that, and so I kind of imagined this being something where they're constantly finding little like clues like as they're fighting different kinshins or whatever they're called. They're finding out that it's all tied back to this Dr. Frankenstein, and as the episodes go, they slowly like move in on him. But no, right at the end of this episode, they're right outside there. So, I mean, like I said at the ending, it's possible that he gets away and he continues to be like a top bad guy. I guess I'm just looking for an overarching plot, which there might not be in this show. Other than their goal to gather Kinshin eggs, there may never be like one big bad guy. So I'm just kind of using my own like not I don't want to say cliches because that kind of sounds bad, but like my own experiences from watching shows to try to like judge and like think about what could happen in this one. And a lot of these kind of shows will have one big bad guy that they're dealing with that either always gets away or is always like manipulating stuff in the background that they can't find. And maybe at the end of the arc or the end of the show they end up finding him. And that's when the big fight happens. But they're right outside his place right now, so I guess it's possible they just defeat him next episode and we just move on to the next story. Which either way is really fine by me. I'm enjoying just like the fighting and the goofiness and stuff like that, and seeing these characters that we've been introduced to, work together and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Um, but but yeah. What I just thought of that I want to go and check real fast? Sorry for, I always do this. I always have, like, one thing I want to go back and look at whenever I watch these. Because there was the shot, and I was so focused thinking about how that was gonna end, and if they were really gonna fight. Whoops, I went a little too far. Okay, no, it's just them. I was wondering if maybe Death the Kid showed up there at the very end, to fight the Frankenstein. But he might show up. I don't know. I don't know what's up with Death the Kid because we were introduced to him, and he's a cool character, but they were saying he wasn't part of the Academy, so I think he kind of does his own thing, and maybe he's, like, in a way, like, taught by Death himself, since Death is his father. Um, but I mean, I guess that doesn't mean that they can't interact and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting if he shows up. I hope he does because he's a cool character. I like his quirkiness and stuff like that. But yeah, other than that, regarding the contents of the episode, we had the poor teacher that they talked to last episode. I'm pretty sure, right? Because Death the Kid took the mission to go after the like Anubis pyramid thing, and apparently that was like a big job. And Black Star and Soul Eater wanted to know who took it, because it was such a big job that they weren't even like confident enough to take it. So they were wondering who was confident enough to, have that job. So they went and ran around and they ran into that teacher guy and asked him and stuff like that. So unfortunately he was murdered by being stabbed in the head with a pencil. I wonder if that was Dr. Frankenstein that did it, or if Dr. Frankenstein just raised him from the dead afterward. But that'll be interesting to find out. Maybe they said it and I missed it. I hope not. But yeah. I liked the design of the Sid was his name, right? The teacher, and he was like, he was a cool looking dude before he died. When he came back as a zombie, his mouth was a little goofy. How it was like wide open. It reminded me of like a chipmunk kind of like, I don't know. But I like the bluish tinted skin and stuff like that. He still had his headband, which was really cool. I like that he grabbed his own grave and wielded it as a weapon. It was like a really cool, like unique design. It reminds me of something you'd see out of like I don't know, like a video game or something, and I love it. It was fantastic. Um, I liked how his attack was, a giant cross as well whenever he did his big, smash attack and stuff like that. But there was something I mentioned, and now that I'm trying to remember what it was, I said I'd talk about it more in discussion. Um, oh, right, it was the trap star word, right? Um, this is way off topic, and I apologize, but I just feel like telling a quick little story. Trapstar. I mean, I'm sure there's many different ways Trapstar can be used, and I've seen it in many different places. But when I was younger, playing a game called Diablo 2, a lot of you guys may have heard of it. I don't need to like say more than that, but Diablo 2, there was a character in there that was an assassin that was released in one of the expansions, and she laid down these little traps. And I used to friggin' love naming my character Trapstar. I don't know why. I think I saw it somewhere and I was like, oh, I have a character that makes traps. And I was young and I was like, oh, Trapstar, that'd be such a cool name. And I made like, over the years, I made several characters that were that class because I love that class so much, and I named it, Trapstar, and sometimes it was taken, so I'd do like two T's or like three R's at the end, and some like weird funky stuff. Maybe like an X at the beginning, X Trapstar X. Oh, such a cool kid. But no, that was just when I saw Trapstar, I just immediately like nostalgia back into like Diablo 2 days and stuff like that. But yeah, man, um, hmm. I like some of the shots this episode, like, and just the whole like fusion aspect is really cool. I wonder what like that seemed extremely strong, but it obviously seemed difficult. Like we know that Maka and Soul Eater have experience, and I'm guessing they have to have experience together because it's like it seems like a connection of the souls and stuff. So you probably need like a good, um, like partnership in a way, and it really makes me wonder, what kind of bad guys are we gonna have in the future? Like, what kind of intense fights are we gonna get where that kind of power is needed? Like Sid was strong. Don't get me wrong, but I don't feel like they needed to do that move that Maka did. Granted, it was awesome. I loved the look of the scythe turned into like a crescent moon kind of thing, Um, and it was kind of like a Getsuga Tensho kind of attack from Bleach and stuff like that. But that'll be pretty cool if they learn how to control that better. I'm also curious if Black Star is able to do that move and what his weapon would look like, or maybe a variety of his weapons, since Black Star has like extreme utility with Tsubaki. I wonder what Tsubaki would look like with like the chains, and then also as like the shuriken thing, the giant shuriken, um, and all her different modes. I think it would be cool to see as that. I can't remember what they called it, but that connected mode that we did, and yeah, there was also the one of the other shots that I really liked. I mentioned it during the episode, but when Black Star was, setting up his Trap Star move, and he was like sitting there waiting to sense, and he was like, talking. I liked how it just showed his face in like the darkness, and it was all like smoky animated around it and stuff like that. That was really cool. I liked that. It was a neat little touch to give like a visual representation to something that otherwise he was just like standing there completely still. It was really cool. I liked it. But yeah, another thing I mentioned during the outro was Maka being, her intensity always gets to me a lot more than Black Stars does, because it seems like, I was into what Black Star was doing with his Trap Star this episode and everything. But I just like imagined something was gonna go wrong, just like typical like Black Star fashion. And of course he ties up Maka along with him and stuff like that. It's like such a badass move. I want these characters to be badass, and then something like that happens, and it's just like um but yeah, and then like the very end of the episode where she's just like, um, he's here, or whatever, and then it just ends. Like that's just so cool. But but yeah, man. Once again, I like that they seem to be power scaling very quickly. That is one thing I thought about during this episode, right? Like the fighting is cool, and I do like seeing, these kids, who are 1-star Meisters going up against someone that's 3-star, but there's two of them, so it's possible that it makes up the difference and stuff like that. Andy's a zombie. Maybe he's not as skilled as he was, before. Kind of like what Death was saying, where he said, normally fear would, make you pause or second guess, or, sometimes fear is a good thing to have, but Maka, like, embraces it, In a way, maybe the lack of fear that Sid has as well is something that contributes to his, not being as good as he might have been alive, I have no idea. Maybe he is better than he was alive. Who knows, But just the fact that they're, going up against a 3-star Meister, they beat him, and now they're going up against Dr. Frankenstein. Now we don't know the outcome of that fight yet, so it's too soon to say, but the, strongest Meister in the school, and we're only going to be on episode 5, I'm curious. I mean, obviously this show is allotted, and it's good, people love it, and stuff like that, so I imagine, it's not going to be the case. I'm probably just overthinking it, but I was thinking, like, what's next? Like, if you scale up your villains too quickly, you have, like, the best Meister at the academy that's ever graduated, and then, like, what tops that? And then once you create something that tops that, then what tops that, It's like you gotta be careful with the scaling of your bad guys in shows, because then it just gets, like, nonsensical. But, I mean, like I said, this show's loved. I imagine they've thought of it, maybe Dr. Frankenstein doesn't, like, even gets away, I mean, if I'm gonna metagame it, he is in the opening, so maybe he's more important than just gonna be taken out next episode, but I don't like trying to like use the opening as a reason for my thinking, but yeah, this is a great episode. I really liked it. I was thinking, I almost thought we didn't have a fan service scene, but we did. We had the very beginning with the Blair, the cat, which I didn't realize her name was Blair. I mentioned that during the reaction as well. Blair Witch. I don't know why I didn't pick up on that on the first episode. I'm guessing they said her name in the first episode, but that's funny. But the she was in the bed with Soul Eater when he woke up and just rubbing her boobs on him, and then later on we saw her in the shower again. So we're going on our tradition of having a little bit of fan service in each episode, but it's nothing that takes me out of it. It's not like when we're in the fight scenes. Granted, we were just starting the fight scene when we got that bit of fan service with the Blair. But that like that time where the dude came up from underground, grabbed Maka by the legs, and lifted her up. You know, there's times like that where in some shows they take you out of the combat by having Maka's skirt fall and you see her underwear, and both the guys just like have bloody noses, and Tsubaki like covers someone's eyes or covers Black Star's eyes or something, and like we have like a whole scene dedicated to that, and it takes you out of the story that's actually happening. That's like not what happened here. So they're cleverly using like these fan service moments in a way that don't take you out of the story, but they still throw them in there as to service the fans, but but yeah. Other than that, I mean, I I will say I have a once again, I don't want to take the show too seriously. I kind of have a high regard for education now that I'm older. And, it's kind of like that thing where when you're younger, you want to grow up, you want to get out of school. I always did pretty good in school, but I never really took it as seriously as I wish I did. It's kind of like that typical thing that kids do. Like, even though I'm, a college graduate and stuff like that, I still went to high school enough, got good enough grades to get into college, and graduated college and stuff like that. It's like, it's just one of those things that when I look back, I like seeing teachers that take the job seriously enough to really care about teaching the kids and not that it's just like a source of money from them, So there was a little part of the scenes with Maka's dad that kind of triggered me a little bit because of how like careless he was as a teacher, even though he's only temporary until they find someone new, I believe. But that like I pushed it aside because for one it's an anime, and two it's just they're doing it for comedy, and I know that like it's not like they're actually gonna fail Soul just because he was talking out of place, like when Maka's dad gave him like the lowest mark or whatever as like I don't know if that was like his grade for the day or how that works, but there was just a small part of me that was like, oh come on man, take this job seriously, but it's a show. I still laughed, it was still funny, but yeah, I just figured I'd bring that up just because. But yeah, so next episode we're gonna get a good fight, hopefully, with Dr. Frankenstein. We'll find out, which of my theories is right. Is, he gonna be defeated in the next episode? Then there's gonna be something worse coming. Is it, it's gonna be more like an episodic sort of thing, or is Dr. Frankenstein gonna get away and we're gonna deal with his creations for a bit of an arc, But either way, I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, I think that's it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. And, if you're watching this on Patreon at the moment, since this is my Patreon show, I very much appreciate the support. And if you're, watching this on YouTube in the future, check out my Patreon shows if you want. Link to my Patreon is in the description. If you, subscribe to the tier that has the Patreon shows, you get access to shows like this one was, up on my Patreon. The whole show was there before I even posted the first episode on YouTube. So, yeah, make sure you check that out if you're interested. Very much appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my future reactions. Bye-bye.